Notifications. The controller does work. Cool. Game actually might be a little too quiet. I don't know. We'll see.
Your memories are fading even now, gone to form the soul of the game we play. These pieces are new, as are the stakes. Life, death, and vengeance. We must ride, for time is short, and you have much to learn. Make your first choice, and let us set these wheels in motion once more.
I'ma be a dude.
These cards represent your history.
Game is kind of
Our
loud.
game. We know where they end, for you are here. Therefore, these cards must guide you to my side. Let us see
Got
what the journey
AIDS.
holds.
I think.
The fool steps into nothingness, because they know no better.
Or was
In
it saying the
same
ad break
way,
ended then?
You must step into the void. You are a blank slate, and together we will write your history.
Okay. You've stumbled many miles through this forest in search of the thieves who've robbed you. Though exhausted and hungry, you are determined to reclaim your father's amulet. Finally catch sight of the thieves hacking at a large tree, arguing amongst themselves. Move closer to eavesdrop or keep to your distance. We eavesdrop.
Every element of the game has been improved. Even those that seem at first
Yo,
glance
Luce, what is
familiar.
up?
Do not worry. You will soon understand the nuances.
We wait for aids. These are good UI clickies. Alright, we're done with ads. We are back. We're back from the ads. That was weird. We're gonna do this one. Cool. I'm really excited for like tomorrow. We're gonna do some Palmon. Though it is gonna be later. But it's basically Pokemon with guns. Didn't get an ad, but huh. Interesting. It said we were on ad break. No idea. My OBS is lying to me then. Creeping forward, you overhear their leader spouting orders. It is simple, he says. The idiots walk down the road, you push over the tree and jump out. They'll be too scared to put up a fight, and we'll get rich. Why don't we just jump out and stab them? One retorts. Another hood figure chimes in. Yeah, corpses don't put up a fight either. Frustration rises in the leader's voice. The Empire doesn't care if a few farmers lose some sprouts, but drop a corpse on the royal road and the palace will be filled with soldiers, and the place will be filled with 4 soldiers. Can I English? Others might have gotten ads, maybe? Yeah. Royal road and the place will be filled up with soldiers before you've even spent the coin. We don't need that trouble. Now quiet, here they come. You soon spot a group of farmers coming around the corner, bringing their wares to market. What should we do? Should we be a thief or should we help people? I'm not extorting anyone. Neglected sword, wood shield, adventurer's garb, or greed. Thieves evade counterattack, the leader. Let's be a villain. You take your place beside the thieves glowering. The farmers quickly size you up and decide that discretion is the better part of valor and flee. As you reach for a share of the spoils, you realize you're surrounded. You can't just turn up and take what's rightfully ours, barks one of the thugs. Yeah, you didn't even help chop the tree down. You draw your weapon with practiced skill. Well, you hear the leader's voice. You lads handle this. I'll meet you when you're done. Okay. Thug violence for the sake of violence and theft for the sake of money. Thieves attack frequently and can evade standard attacks, making heavy weapons less effective. Okay. Finisher, weapon ability, attack, defend, struggle, dash, evade, move, camera. So the dodge, shield bash, I guess. It feels weird that I'm right-handed instead of left-handed because of Breath of the Wild. I'm looking at that and it just feels wrong. At least I think I don't know. Shield in this hand feels weird. Maybe it's the stance. Anyway, finisher. Okay. Oh, it's frickin' what is it? Arkham. Combat. Combat it feels sluggish. You end up alone in the forest, surrounded by fallen trees and pile bodies and some food. I'll take the food. Your satisfaction lasts only a moment before you realize your father's amulet is not among the takings. The leader must still have it. You set to your feet and determined to find him. Cool, we're back. While enjoying a moment beside the fire, you spy a strange figure approach your camp. Huh? The flirting has begun. Yes. It's a goblin dressed in what must pass for goblin finery. From beneath a filthy fox pelt serving as an ill-fitting wig, the goblin winks at you with wild red eyes. Aha!
I've been running for hours trying to find you. We must get this over with quickly. If I have any hope of getting to all the people on my list before sunrise.
It lowers its sack from its shoulders.
Now, from within my sack, I can conjure whatever your heart desires.
The goblin's voice trails off as he examines his set.
Well, I could if there wasn't a blooming great big hole in it.
His head disappears entirely into the bag until a bulbous nose protrudes from the breach.
Another plan then.
The goblin pulls out his last trinkets. Bash deals additional damage to armor and enemies while they block, susceptible to evade, cannot riposte. One-handed can riposte between enemy combo attacks. Additional defense from a shield is useful against northerners. One-handed weapon required. Use defend to reflect attack. Let's do a heavy weapon. I like heavy.
Wise choice. Now I must go. There are many others I must visit before I can rest.
The goblin rushes off into the night, his fox wig flapping in the evening breeze. You can exchange equipment from your inventory. Okay. Neat.
This card has a token. Can you find it?
Ends right there. I guess it's gonna be like a story challenge or something. Your journey through the forest is interrupted by an inquisitive child. Are you searching for the forest folk? My uncle says that they used to walk these woods, giving out gifts. I want to find one and ask one for a lemon cake. As they dash off to peer under a nearby log, the child shouts back, "Remember, if you meet the forest folk, get me a lemon cake." And in the other direction, an eerie song hangs in the air. You attempt to find its origin. What did Donald Duck? Yeah, I don't know. Why would you go and ask the forest folk for a lemon cake? 75% chance. Eeny, meeny, miny, this one. Oh. You spend hours traveling in circles until night falls, bringing an unnatural silence to the forest. You consume one food. Sad. I did not get the child a lemon cake.
Nothing could be more fitting now than meeting
A trail of fallen trees and distraught farmers leads you to the thieves who have stolen your amulet. It seems infighting has only gotten worse. The bandits surround their former leader, weapons drawn. Everyone will get their fair share. There's no need for violence, the leader implores. Whoever heard of a thief talk about fair share, spits one. You turn up, boss us around. We've barely stabbed anyone. It's been days since I've stabbed someone. Days! Dang, they really want to stab someone. The leader notices you approaching and waves you over. As much as I'd love to continue this discussion regarding stabbings, I'm afraid I have urgent business with my associate here. As he greets you, he whispers, "Keep me alive, and there will be plenty of gold for your trouble." Paying blood for his thievery. There will be blood! He grins. Here's a thought. Does it have to be my blood, specifically? Kill my associates and I'll gladly return your amulet. Ever reliable, the thieves draw their blades to mug you. The leader hurries away to hide. Of course he does. No. I refuse. We are going to heavy weapon this out. Can I defend? I can. Oh, okay. It wasn't that bad. I hit a couple times because I didn't get the button prompt was what it was, but that's fine. With the battle resolved, the thief leader nods in approval at the carnage before him. He holds out a hand. My name is Malaclips, Bard Extraordinaire. His smile fades under your withering glare. Sensing your anger, he raises his hand in surrender. Wait, let's not be hasty. We're on the same side here. I'm an upstanding citizen just like you. I've been working with the thieves, yes, but only for the greater good. No, really, they were killing people before I came along. I know it seems bad, but look, he pulls out an amulet from his pocket and presses it into your hands. All is forgiven, yes? You stare at the amulet. It does not look familiar. Oh? Malaclips says, scratching his head. He opens a small satchel. So, which one is yours? Let's do the Sphinx. Yeah, sure. The Sun King amulet. It suits you. Very similar facial structure. Say, you know what? I'm lonely. You're lonely. Why don't we work together? We should probably get to know one another, seeing as we're going to be friends for life. Malaclips says, tell me where you are from. I don't know. Where am I from? Oh, okay, so this is character creation. None of these hairstyles are, frankly, that good. We'll do this one, I guess. I like this one. Sure. Wait, are we done? We're done. From the Eastern Belt, eh? You don't say. Good sorts from the Eastern Belt, very trusting. Oh, by the way, I mean, we, friend, owe money to the Vingus of the Thieves Guild. Vignus. He's quite angry at us. We should journey to the Mire Bridge together and appease him. Some gold might help. Although, come to think of it, I'm rather busy. Malaclip's eyes, a pretty traitor hiking up the road. So it'd be best if you get the gold, and I meet you there. Of course, my friend.
Smaller pieces of our fates
Arm
shattered
wrestling.
into fragments. Collect enough, and your reward will come in time.
In our competition of strength, the gold prize is available to the winner. The first round of the competition, your opponent is the diminutive Roland, a halfling from the traveling troupe of acrobats. Okay.
These dice are another small game embedded in our game.
Whoosh. Neat.
Victory, you are learning.
Roland is no match for your strength. He gives a disappointed backflip off the table and collects his meager winnings, then cartwheels out the door. Nice. Take your reward from the purser on the way out of the tavern. When you return, you will compete in the next round for a larger prize. Does that mean I can go
The
back
roads
there?
have become even more deadly since the Empire.
The road ahead
has
is
come to
blocked by an
power.
overturned
Despite
carriage
their
and a
promises
woman
of
calling
the
for help.
opposite.
Please help. I've been robbed by a band of thugs. Is there anything you can do? Sure. I guess. Yeah. The dice are ever in my favor. Thank you, the woman says as you help her from the carriage. Please accept this as a token of my gratitude. 15 gold. 30 gold. You thank the woman and continue on your way. So, can I come back here?
Water is a symbol for the many.
While
faults
crossing a
that
stone
churn
bridge, you
beneath
suddenly
the
find yourself
surface.
confronted
What
by a
is it
villainous
you're thinking
band.
of? What concern is worrying at your mind? Let it fall into the water.
I fight. Am no coward. Wow. Fight. Yeet. Easy. Not a scratch. Having spilled your enemy's blood, you search the bodies for anything useful. Ooh.
A simple defense. You can do better.
One-handed
given time.
weapon. Deflect attacks from ranged enemies. Okay. I heal? That's good.
Your supplies are running
Carnival.
low. Make your choices carefully.
Nearing the sleepy hamlet of Dulwich, you find villagers in the midst of some kind of celebration. Much of the activity concerns a large paper and wood statue depicting a fearsome warrior looming triumphantly over the prone lizardman. Follow the parade. The parade ends in a town square. You watch as the villagers take turns smashing the statue with a club, gathering the food and gold that spills out. A local notices your interest and asks if you would like a turn. Yeah, sure. And we're back. Okay. Yeah, what a thunderous crack indeed. Sounds to me, it kind of sounded something like, you know. As the statue splits open, they erupt into a boisterous roar. The coins and sweets flow freely from the huge cavity you created. You survey the spoils and try to scoop them up before anyone else can. Ooh. Oh. Free food. Dang. You scramble to gather the bounty that you unleashed. Would you like to try to gather more? Yeah, sure. Sure. We're gonna go with the last one this time. More food. I shall not be hungry. Yeah, why not? Keep going. We're gonna go with the first one again. Nice. See if we can get lucky.
Now, you wager for more than mere success and failure.
Let's try
Choose the
3.
very stakes
Yo,
themselves.
got all 4. You leave the town celebration with whatever you've gathered. Okay.
Here we come to the end of the beginning.
You
Running
arrive at
on
Myrebridge as the sun begins to dip
This
below
will
the
become a
horizon.
theme, I dare say.
You find Malaclypse, Malaclypse? I don't know. I think I'm saying it right. Perusing a section of cheeses by the market. Ah, if it isn't my good friend the adventurer. Did you bring the gold? Vignis has arranged to meet in the graveyard. Yeah, let's go to the graveyard. You wonder whether the spot was chosen for its seclusion or easy body disposal, or probably both. Vignis greets Malaclypse with a sly grin. Looks like you turned up after all, and with a lackey in tow. We had our doubts, you know. Ace of Greed. Anarchists. Vignis cracks his knuckles and giggles. Well now, Malaclypse, convince me. What's stopping me from cutting your head off today? You reveal your gold as Malaclypse scrounges in his pockets for some too. It's all of it. Okay. The heavy satchel of riches lands at Vignis's feet with a thud that echoes through the silence of the cemetery. That's our deal done, Malaclypse says, worry obviously in his voice. No need for any further troubles. I'm sorry, Mal. Vignis grins. You should have known the guild was never going to let you pay with cash stolen from our members in the first place. Bruh. Why did I not just get the chance to fight? I wanted the gold. Give me the gold! Oh. Vignis the Crazed, a treacherous and greedy, a dangerous combination. Words. A dangerous combination. Anarchists flow throwing bombs. Anarchists throw flaming bombs that cause fire damage. Your armor is no use to you here. Dodge. Ow. I don't know where that's aimed. Eat. Yeet. L2. Finish. Off with your head! Oh, it was just the initial impact. I thought it was gonna go for a finisher, like a smack, and then while he's on the ground, hit him again. Malaclypse scratches his chin thoughtfully. It seems you could have done with someone savvy to help you navigate these tricky matters of diplomacy. Like maybe killing everyone wasn't the best idea? Come, let us discuss our partnership over an ale or two. So does that mean I could have just killed Vignis and left his lackeys alone?
Well done. You have cleared the first challenge, and now we can move on to the next.
Cardinal Blade and Bastion of Purification. Neat. Market Thief. Tarts, Pies, and Exotic Lies. Fork in the Road. Arm Wrestling. We're going wrestling! For befriending Malaclips. Malaclips's problems are now mine. And I got the Trickster card. Open? Shadow beasts have entered the realm. Oh no. A fiend in need. And the peasant's son. Interesting.
Welcome to my challenges. Together, we will traverse 22 paths of wisdom and despair in the hope of awakening. Nothing here is coincidence. The answer to every question is in the cards if you but look.
A fiend in need is fun. Arm wrestling, I want to do more. We didn't find the forest folk, so let's do that one. And let's do Malaclips's problems, I guess, in this. Wait, is that 5? Okay, that's 5 there. And equipment. I guess all 5? Do I have to? Actually, that one has a thing on it. No, we need all 5 to continue. Okay.
A casual call to heroism. How many adventures start thus?
Ads in progress. We shall wait. Where's my water? Do 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 do. I really like the card aesthetic of the game. I always wondered why one of my professors in college always like ragged on people wanting to use cards in their like video games. He was like, if it's a card game, just design a card game. Why would you make it a video game? Which, you know, in fairness, sure, just make a card game because you don't have to worry about the programming of it. So, you know, I maybe should follow through with some of that. But also, it's good to have like a medium that you want to go through. You know, it might not be a physical medium that you want to display things through. So, yeah, almost done with that. It's 5 seconds. We're back. Okay. Resume.
For 100 years I have thought about nothing but the game. I was defeated. It is true. I became complacent long before then. I thought I knew everything about the game and what it could be. Now you see before you the extent of my research. I have crafted this game anew.
Your conversation with the fur trader is interrupted as Malaclips arrives in a flurry. And the Wisps speak of trouble at the edge of the Empire, and the town of Westwind is suffering against the Blight. I guess we go. You return to the markets and ask if any traders are headed to Westwind might need an escort. There are 3 options: a stonemason, a weaponsmith, and a food wagon. Let's do a weaponsmith. You arranged an uncomfortable ride jammed in along many of the tools a weaponsmith headed for the west. Yeah, we'll take this. You arrive at the town of Westwind. To defend the town, you'll need to locate as many Empire soldiers as you can before the Blight invades.
They place themselves in these dire positions, and then expect a hero to come rescue them when things become too much.
While patrolling the outskirts of Westwind, you hear the clash of steel and an unmistakable groan of corrupted. Your investigation leads you to a distressed nobleman perched on the roof of his carriage. Thank the gods! I was heading to tea with the Duke Gilbert, when we were ambushed. Okay. My footmen left me here to fight them off, but the brawl is now dispersed into the forest. The noble peers fearfully at the tree line. If you stay here and protect me, I can pay. Thank you for the hydrate, Luce. You rush into the forest and quickly encounter a squad of Empire soldiers battling the corrupted.
Let us see if the mage can help you here.
A magician, a jester, and a vagabond. When activated, Malaclips casts a protective spell on you that can block a single hit. Okay. Companion ability is okay.
I'll get a song out of this.
Oh god. My guys.
By sea and sun, fate and fane.
I hope the nobleman didn't die. 1 equipment from 2. Guess we take the shield. Offer them gold to protect Westwind. Westwind. I didn't even read the option. I just accidentally button mashed. We're gonna do this so we can use the shield. Shield reflects. This reflects arrows, I think, too. Working for coin and killing corrupted monsters sounds good. Lose 20 gold, recruit 2 soldiers.
Commerce thrives in even the most unusual of locations.
Sell equipment. Those are the only ones worth anything. I think we should be able to come back here, maybe? I have no money for anything else. Forest folk. Get the kid a lemon cake. A 75% chance of failure. We're doing the last card. Bruh. That's twice we failed that. No
The
food.
Empire reaches too far. The North has gone from a loose collection of tribes to something to truly fear.
Raider, from the frozen darkness of the north they come. Northerners can perform combo attacks. Use riposte with single-handed weapons to deal extra damage immediately after you defend. Okay.
I heard there's
Me too. Ow. Hmm. We take the Cardinal Blade. One-handed armor breaker. Bash causes additional damage to armor. 8 blades fire magical blades in 8 directions when activated. Blades cost 20 damage or 40 damage to corrupted. Neat.
Like a compass,
Sure.
it indicates the truth of all directions.
Okay, so if you
are
don't have food, it starts
starving
eating your
now.
health.
Every fresh encounter will cause you damage. Tread carefully.
The West Wind Tower bell chimes feverishly. The town crier bellows, "The corrupted inside the town! They've broken through the sewers into the Louse Lane. Our brave soldiers have gone down there to sort it out." Hold on. Oh, okay, so I couldn't go back. Rip.
Here
Okay.
we begin to see one of the small ways I've changed the game. Each challenge differs both in their rules and their objectives. Even those cards which were once the stairs now vary per challenge, as you will see.
I didn't play the first game, my guy, so I don't know. Infected. The first touches of corruption bring forth the darkest elements of their victims. Infected enemies are feeble, causing them to become knocked down when health is low. Use a finisher before they recover.
By sea and sun, fate and fame!
Okay. Not too hard. Got 3 recruits. The soldiers help you scavenge what you can from the remains of the poor souls taken by the corruption. Nice. Food is good. No money though. Let's sell equipment. I don't need... I don't need this, I guess. Especially because of the thing. Buy equipment. What can I... We'll buy an extra food, I guess. Can I buy an extra food? I can. Oh, is that one? Wait, do we have a free? We had a free one? Oh, rip. Okay. Food is more important than my market thief.
Thieves kept their distance.
The market
None
bazaar
picked
is a
the
hive of
pocket
activity.
mage for
Traders
fear
from
of failure, or worse, success.
The market bazaar is a hive of activity. Traders from across the lands call out passers-by to sell their wares. As the sun beats down on the crowded street, you pause briefly to draw water from the fountain. You feel a quick tug in the side of your tunic. Turning quickly, you discover a pickpocket making off with some of your belongings. Excuse you? I only had 1 gold. Sucker! You jump to your feet, catch a glimpse of the thief as they weave through the crowd. Okay, Number 2 is our card. Boop. Darn. The tangled maze of peoples proves too much for you, and the thief makes their escape. Or don't get that one either.
They got themselves into this mess. I don't see why you should get them out.
Because more bodies is more bodies. I'm trying to recruit soldiers. All the cards go in. Prepared for violence in every major direction.
I hope this works. Thank you.
I keep forgetting to use my weapon special. Ashen Purification Heavy Shield. One-handed weapon required. Against corrupted, defend cause 30% of your weapon damage to attackers. Nice. Use defend to block attacks from ranged enemies. Reduces movement speed by 10%. That's fine. Yeah, we'll take this.
A shield in more ways than one. Now your chance presents itself. At
No,
last,
more recruits
stand
first.
in the defense of the peasantry. What noble traits you
More arm
display
wrestling.
already.
Yes. Let's go. Huntley crumples in defeat almost instantly. You're lucky I'm not 20 or 30 years younger, he says, grumbling. It's fine.
Life itself in exchange
A
for
fiend
life.
in need. As you hike through the mountains one fine day, you come across an injured traveler. Though he's clearly deeply wounded and barely moving, you sense something disturbing about the cloaked figure and approach with caution. You mortal, come here, the creature commands, his voice rasping. I need sustenance to heal myself, and you will provide it. You draw your weapon, and the beast weakly raises its arm to defend itself. Ask how.
3 days ago, I happened to feast upon one of your kind, a holy man of some nature, I believe, who could no doubt cure you of your wounds. Grant me a pittance of your blood to restore my strength, and I swear I shall bring him to you.
Okay. As you lower your blade, he simply lunges at you. That's fine. He takes a moment to regain his composure.
You will not regret this.
The shadows seem to gather about his person until nothing remains. Dealer adds an extra card to his deck. Neat.
Your companion has his own story to tell. We must wonder if this is a tale of a hero or a villain.
You arrive at the city markets to meet with Malaclipse's associate. You find him sitting in a blanket by the sewer gates. You can't tell whether he's a goblin, a human, or an animate pile of greasy rags. A few wilted daisies and duckweed tied with a rope are flopped on the ground around him.
Merc,
Malaclipse calls to the creature, arms outstretched. I have a favor to ask you. My handsome friend. And the greasy goblin man raises a hand to stop the bard's prattle.
10 gold first, you know that.
Sure, I have it. Malaclipse steps forward as Merc counts the coins. Those were words. Merc, old bean. The bard looks fervently around before quickly waving at his shoulder. I require help in removing a certain illness. Merc considers Malaclips for a while.
That kind of information costs more than a few coins.
You splutter indignantly.
I will require a test of skill from him.
He turns and points at you.
Pick a flower and eat it.
The greasy florist displays his meager wares. Malaclips nods as if this were a fair request. Luminous purple flower. Flower has a crispy burnt texture. Ew. Oh, beans.
The dice are fair, and thus you have
You feel
lost
an intense
this
wave
round.
of heat emanate from your stomach to your neck, and you collapse on the floor. You wake to Malaclips splashing you with water. Merc is left, and you see him attempting to steal seed bun from the baker's stall.
We'll come back later and try again.
Oh no, that was Malaclips saying we'll come back later and try again.
Another chance to redeem yourself.
Ring the
Let's
bell.
see how you handle it this time.
As night cloaks Westwind, you can sense the corruption rising from the shadows all around you. Survey any soldiers you might manage to recruit. Okay. You've scoured the land and brought together every available Empire soldier to defend Westwind. Okay. You have a rousing speech. 3. Who's 4? Soldiers appear unmotivated by your unmoved by your words, and remain tense and fearful. Okay. I mean, you have to at least try. You can't always be a winner. Oh, big boy. Terror of Westwind. As the final vestiges of humanity are erased, the terror wakes. Use a bash to break the terror's corrupted armor and defeat it with finisher before it regenerates. What is bash? Bash is circle. Okay.
All these soldiers, you don't think you could have let them
Oof. Got him.
A mighty creature of chaos felled by your power. Does it satisfy you, this bloodshed? Knowing those you destroy were once simple peasants going about their day.
Well, the thing is, they're not simple peasants anymore. They are corrupted beings trying to wreak havoc. Therefore, I do not care. Once the corrupted behemoth falls, the rest of the minions flee. Their spirits broken, the soldiers erupt in cheers, praising your valor. You can rest until morning, ready to greet the reinforcements with a town already saved.
The magician returns to the deck, but now we only begin our stories of fate, folly, and magic. Do not think I'm satisfied with this, but at least we have a place to begin.
For saving the town of Westwind, we get a ruby ring, the Valiant Aegis, which is probably a shield, though it looks like a ring, and Winter's Bane. Sounds like fun. Man-eating tree, gnomish exchange, lost boy, pauper plague, and Westwind Tavern. Okay.
As you play, you will find more options open to you. Should you find yourself blocked or overly challenged, take the time to explore the board. Unlocking cards will give you options you have not yet considered. There is the small game, the game we play, and there is the great game, the game of life and death, the game I was once master of.
Complete the Empress to unlock that one. The Orphan to complete that. Shadow, complete 4 challenges to unlock Hunters. Also complete 4 challenges. Encounters. Let's do the Gnomish Exchange. We did the Fiend in Need. Which was needed. Well, you can do the Westwind Tavern. I want to do that one. And also this one. Let's do the Lost Boy. And I guess a Fork in the Road? Equipment. Winter's Blade. Don't know what this is, don't know what this is. Cardinal Blade is good. And this has riposte, so I guess we're doing that. We start.
You find yourself once again in the company of prayer and religion. How unfortunate. Now it begins. Negotiations on behalf of the Empire. We will see how that story ends.
Malaclypse has somehow roped you into traveling deep into the far north on a diplomatic mission. While I usually refrain from working for the Empire, since this one takes me further away from it, I've made an exception. It'll square my debt with General Brandstrom, and help open many doors for you. What do you say? As you know, I have a great many skills, but my swordsmanship is unlikely to hold up against Northern raiders. I know no one else who is more up to the task. Okay? There are many clans dotted around, but the supposed leader of them all is the High Priestess who lives up there. Malaclypse points to the top of the soaring mountain before you. Okay, what's this mission about? General Brandstrom instructed me not to come back until I talk to the High Priestess of the North and offer the terms of the treaty. Okay. Excellent. Bring your sword, let me do the talking, says Malaclypse. I've brought plenty of supplies so we can set up camp when we get hungry. I feel like that's gonna make us a giant target, but okay. Malaclypse shares a tidbit as you commence your journey. The High Priestess is quite partial to blessings. If you can prove yourself worthy, we'd have a better chance of swaying her in our favor. Okay, so get blessings. Access the campfire at any time between encounters. The camp can be used to consume food, restore life, or trade equipment. Collect 6 blessings before meeting the High Priestess. You grit your teeth and begin to sit. Okay. You arrive at the city markets, meet with Malaclypse's associate. Alrighty. We do have 10. I'm gonna eat the purple flower. No. Failed again. I want to eat the purple flower though. Goodbye, gold. Center.
Not every temple has crumbled into the dust, more's the pity.
They have no money.
Be careful where one takes refuge, even in the worst of storms.
With little warning, a snowstorm sweeps in from the north. The snow whips against you like shards of glass and obscures your vision. You struggle to find cover. Oh. We'll do 2. The climb becomes unbearable. You seek shelter in a cave and desperately fight off the onset of frostbite. When the howling winds ease, you clear the snow from the cave entrance to discover dark clouds have passed. Malclips forges for firewood, saying, This log is dry enough. We can set up camp here for the night.
Campfires will always offer warmth and heat, but they also change with
In my
each
youth,
challenge.
I just
Be prepared.
pushed past text. In my youth, I once fancied a northern warrior. She almost cut my head off when I serenaded her. Malclips plucks a mournful note on his lute. Young love, hey? Cook food, I guess. Okay, so we can just buy Winter's Bane. Break camp.
In your life, you will have wandered endless intersections, yet this one sticks with you. Why? What is it in your memory that catches here?
Ascension. You arrive at a signpost detailing the possible path north and south. Malclips sniffs the air. My magical senses are pulling me towards the north. It smells like someone is baking cinnamon pie somewhere up ahead. Okay.
The mountain itself pushes you back. In the cold,
More
men
blizzard.
become desperate. Women hold these mountains together, even through the worst.
We're having an ad break. We shall wait here for ads. I wonder what happened to the first game. Like, is this the person who was supposed to have played in Hand of Fate 1 became the dealer for Hand of Fate 2? I know nothing about it. It is an interesting storytelling, though. Kind of D&D-esque. 30 seconds.
I am right here, and we have things to do.
But there's also people with me who we need to wait for the ads, so no. You can wait 7 more seconds. Okay. It was just another blizzard. We go to the top.
Will you push on, despite nature itself attempting to thwart you?
Let's brew. As you ascend the snowy Mount Freitas, you happen upon a cottage with pungent smoke wafting out the chimney. A frail old lady sweeping snow off the path beckons to you to come in. We've come in search of the great High Priestess to deliver an important message. You'd better go, bearing blessings, if you want to get on the High Priestess's good side. I'm fixing a batch right now, if you'd like a taste. If I've got it in the right this time, you can take it to her, she says, stirring the cauldron. Malcolm politely declines. I've been watching what I eat, but my companion here has an insatiable appetite, he says, nudging you forward. Of course. I didn't even see what those were. I don't think it matters. We're doing this one. You take a sip of the putrid potion. You feel your stomach churn. I knew I shouldn't have substituted the cloud berries for fog berries, she says, comforting you. Choose the righteous path and you'll find blessings on your way, I'm sure. You step outside into the blistering cold and continue. There's just been failure after failure this run.
Children. It's hard to conceive that
He's
either
just a
of us
small
were
child,
such.
you overhear. A deeper voice growls. We have to take him to the dungeons, or else he'll run straight into whatever northern clan he's spawned from, and show them where our outpost is. It's a shifty-looking kid. I wouldn't trust him as far as I could throw him. You consider the boy's fate. I can only save the boy. Unsheathing your weapon, you demand they let the boy go. Steel of musket. Oh no. Hello. She peed. Boop. Just whacked my mic. Thank you. Love you too. Ow. Nah. I am not doing too hot. Oh, I just get Winter's Bane. Okay. Oh. Okay, so we can knock them down. Post deals 150 damage and counts double towards weapon charge. That's nice. Sure, we'll take it. And 15 gold. As you check the unconscious guards, you notice the boy looking up and looking at you warily, as if sizing you up. He fiddles with a little dried plant hung around his neck, nervously. Okay, I will tell you, there was an Empire ambush on our village and I ran with Mother. We got separated. He wipes some of the tears from his face angrily. But I am not afraid. I am of Clan Catsfoot and we are great pathfinders. I will find my way home. The boy tells you what he knows of the area. Neat. Okay, so Avalanche, Blizzard, Ascension. So we just go to Ascension, I guess. The small northerner boy refuses any help at all. You can only wish him luck as the small form disappears into the forest.
A lesson in caution awaits us all. Nature, truly wild nature, will not tolerate fury in its domain, unless it is its own.
High up on the mountain, you see a silhouette of a man approaching through the heavy snow. He bellows through the roaring wind, "Who dares trespass in the sacred grounds of our priestess?" Oh. Hidden raiders spring down the mountain with dexterity of mountain goats. Oh, I forgot to change my equipment. Oh well. On the frozen plains, trappers are few and far between. Prey are few and far between. The keen eyes of a trapper see all. Trappers throw hunting traps, the snare that targets use evade to avoid the traps, or change direction rapidly to break free.
Who dares venture? None less than the amazing Malikins and assistant.
Alright, Mr. Hunter, I'm gonna go to sleep now. Have a wonderful rest of stream and day ahead. Thank you. Sleep well and sweet dreams, Luce. Thank you for hanging out.
A remnant of the Templars and their religious righteousness.
See you next time. The clash of steel rings out, echoing through the peaks. The mountains answer with a low, ominous rumble as a wall of white rushes towards the melee, sweeping away everything in its path. You seek shelter against a bluff, pressing close to the rock face as the avalanche roars overhead. When the trembling stops, you are miraculously unscathed. Your assailant's weapon jets from the snow. As you near, you realize it's still clutched in his hand, his body buried to the wrist by the avalanche. Oh, come on, buddy. You brave the cold and free the raider from his icy graves. He takes a moment to catch his breath and says, "You saved me. Though we are enemies by blood, take my blessing and leave me to my thoughts." Heroic sacrifice. Prior to combat with 2 or more monster cards, optionally discard a basic monster card but lose your companion for 3 turns. Any numbering of blessings can be equipped at one time. I'm not doing the blizzard. I'll do the other avalanche though.
With the least of notice, the very lands beneath your
Same dialogue as last
slide
time.
away. Life is filled with surprises.
No, we just go. That's fine.
Who dares venture? None less than the amazing Malekiths and assistant.
Chimkin sandwich. Mm-hmm. You know, I meant to pull him out again. I don't know. You had frostbite. You're allergic to the sound of shuffling footsteps. You can barely make out the silhouettes of menacing figures here to invade your shelter. They're not the sort you'd want to be in such close quarters with. That's fair enough. Okay. So they're frosty boys. They ice me.
I'm too handsome for violence.
Ow. So what happens if you die?
Combat solves so little. It has ended this, however. You still have a chance to defeat this mission, even if imperfectly. If you fail to take tokens with you, you will lose the opportunity to open new cards. Even so, too many tokens can weigh you down and make your challenges harder. These challenges I present you, each one will hone your skills and prepare you for our final conflict. This empire will fall under proper guidance once more, and soon.
Okay.
Who dares venture? None less than the amazing Malekiths and assistant.
We got Winter's Blade. Reroll both of these. To get the same thing. Damage.
I'm somewhat surprised you lost that one.
Should've just rerolled the one, probably. Take him out. Retry any chance cards gambit. Permanent blessings. Any number of blessings can be equipped at once. Okay.
The mountain is unforgiving. You would not be the first to die upon its peak.
Excuse me. First one. Why would I redraw it? It's a success. We seek shelter in the cave. I should probably camp. Cook a food. Break. Yes.
Here's a token for you, if you can earn it.
What's a forget-me-not? Sure. I feel a little starry-eyed. Quick, what day is it? Malclips and Merc wait urgently for your answer. A good day. The 4th of second winter. Preposterous! Exclaims, throwing his hands up in defeat. Merc tuts and returns to his floral business. It failed whatever test it was. No! I've been gypped.
At what age does a child lose their innocence? When do they become the enemy?
Okay, we still have that. Okay. Excuse me.
Once again, good intentions end up with people trying to hit me.
We're gonna do this one.
Do you use this for its holy virtues or its cutting edge?
I want its shard.
Dice are a constant reminder of death.
Perfect.
The singular is die, as I'm sure you know, and they are often called bones for the material from which they were crafted. Here, however, they may also bring a touch of life.
Yay, to fame. Okay, can we finally get this freaking lemon cake? I'm gonna just choose the first card. There we go. Is that set? You follow the song through the thicket and stream until you find an open glade bathed in golden sunlight. You find an aged maiden, her posture bent like the boughs of a forest.
It has been 12 winters since I had a visitor.
Her voice is a whisper, yet it thunders in your ears.
You may visit me when you are in need, adventurer.
This is yours now. Even if you lose the challenge, you have earned this token.
Awesome. Next level.
Witches I will tolerate. They have at least stepped into the streams of power that magicians call home.
First one. Revive your companion at the beginning of each new map. Okay. You take a sip of the aromatic potion and feel a warm fuzzy feeling flowing through your body. Looks like my recipe is a success.
I'm sure the High Priestess will appreciate this one.
And you thank the old lady and continue up Mount Fredis, paying no heed to the brewing blizzard.
A grand opportunity for you to take whatever pleases you and go about your day.
Receive 15 life for every gold coin you receive. If your max life is less than 150, you may discard food or equipment, gain cards to receive +5 max life. Receive 2 food after every dice gambit. Gain up to 20 gold at the beginning of a new map if you have less than 20 gold. After all your rerolls in a dice gambit, reroll your lowest die. Yes, so... I guess let's do this one. Blizzard. Second card. Success. Claim the bearable prize. Campsite. These card. Ow. Let's see if it's set. We'll take the second one again. Failure. It is not set here. I need to rest. Last card. Yeah. Sure. Let's do Gold Zealot.
I have a fondness for them, but I would not trust them.
Divine Providence. Adds +2 to each of your dice during a dice gambit. Same dialogue. Avalanche.
Who dares venture? None less than the amazing Malaclips and assistant.
Gosh dang it. Dig them out. Score the exact target value in a dice gambit to draw 2 equipment cards, then discard this card. Okay, so it will say to discard the card. And transient blessings are discarded when conditions are met. Okay.
I am torn between my loathing for
You trespass
gnomes
on no more
and my despair
grounds,
that the world
Summoner.
is becoming
A
less
voice calls out as
strange
it
and
doesn't.
arcane as the Empire spreads.
Bro, you're repeating voice lines. Stop. Voice calls out to you as a dozen small creatures leap from the trees around you.
The penalty for this transgression is death. Make peace with your gods.
I know they're gnomes, but, you know, goblin voice all the same as they are small. Oh, they look like goblins too. Fiercely territorial. Trespass in gnomish lands and face the consequences. Pesky, persistent, and impossible to hit. Gnomes cause snare. Evade to avoid, struggle to break free. Gnomes can only be deterred with a finisher. Ow. Holy. Okay. seems the gnomes are not that difficult to evade. Or to just evade and kick. Interesting. The battered gnomes pick themselves up from the battlefield and approach you cautiously.
Alright, the penalty for this transgression is no longer death. Would like to parley. We seek arms to defend ourselves.
So a gnome declares loudly.
Hand over some of your equipment and we'll release you. We can even pay you something. Or give you some food for a helmet.
One of the small folk exclaims.
I'll share secrets of this land for a ring.
Another chimes in. No. Gnomes quickly retreat into the trees, peering at you from the shadows until you leave. I have nothing to give. I have only swords. You arrive at the signpost detailing the possible path north and south. Meh. Blizzard. Huh. Ow. Just taking the first one. Nice.
Ever since I've returned to this world, I've been disappointed. The filth, the shame, the horrors dwell in the minds of men, not in the monsters in the darkness.
Westwind's only tavern, the Rusty Racer, is a safe harbor among the many dangers of the outer reaches of the Empire. Its barkeep sits outside his establishment with a look of resigned defeat. Upon your arrival, he jolts straight up and a smile almost breaks out across his face. At last, someone from the guild is here. These Empire soldiers have almost ruined me. Before you can disagree, the owner swings open the saloon doors and pushes you inside. Inside, you discover a handful of Empire soldiers, enjoying the ale rather than doing their duty. The freshly invigorated barkeep hops onto the table and shouts above the noise, "You lazy, drunken deserters are done. The Stewards Guild has sent an enforcer here, and now you're all going to have to go back to your posts. This town needs defending." One of the soldiers rises with a slight sway. "We've got 3 days until our shift ends, and we'll return to civilization. So we're not doing any fighting unless they threaten the supplies of ale, right, lads?" A raucous cheer erupts and tankards smash together all around. "So why don't you take your shiny Sun King badge and shove off?" You suggest with menace that the soldiers should report to duty or they'll report to the healer. 3. Yes. One soldier spits at your feet but turns and leaves. The rest file out slowly behind him. Nice.
Now the confrontation. Are you ready to face the priestess of her people and drive the deal the Empire has requested?
I thought you
Or
were
will
done.
you turn and flee?
These pauses, man. As you enter the great hall, the towering arched doors swing open with a heavy creak. The giantess in velvet robes enters, accompanied by raiders. Malaclip's bows low to the ground. My companion and I have been set forth to we wait for parts to finish and reconnect. Are we done? We're back? Yeah, we're back. Your offering will suffice, says the giantess. But if you seek to make a deal on behalf of the Empire, you must prove yourself against my champion. Her raiders charge towards you. I didn't switch to the frost blade, whatever. Shoot. I might just switch to Tears of the Kingdom. This is not very compelling.
Why do you always end up enraging the locals? You should let them talk.
Ow. No. I'm so slow. Die, champions. I haven't gotten the shard yet. Ooh, I did just get the shard. Let's go. You've done well. Now hear my terms. What voice was that? The High Priestess draws herself up, a towering figure draped in fur and wrath. The North will never bend to the Empire. Blood for blood for blood. Those are my terms, small one. Let your leaders hear it and quake. With that, you make a quick descent to relay the message back to General Brandstrom. Okay. We open the moon. You take the moon and you take the moon. Humble Hammer. Berserker's Creed. Extinguisher. Winter Solstice. Solstice. Burning Building. Temple Prayers and Cartographer. For ascending Mount Freitas, your supplies have been added to. 5 food. Warrior's Axe and Soldier's Sword. Regaining favor with the High Priestess. Dark Grove Ring and Shrine. For finding the Forest Folk, the Old Maiden. For clearing out the Rusty Razor, Friendly Innkeeper. Take aim and uncover what lurks in Iron Peak. Rana's remarkable fishing. Unrest in Iron Peak. Campfire? Your challenge is available on the challenge map. The Map Maker. Okay. I'm gonna end my YouTube stream, and I'm gonna switch to Tears of the Kingdom. So on YouTube's end, we will see you in a little bit with Tears of the Kingdom. Just have to switch it so that it makes a new video. See you in a second. Oh, I never started YouTube. Huh? I could have sworn I did. Bruh. I guess I didn't. Means I'm exporting this later. Um... Yeah. Chasm. Oh, too much. Um, well, you'll export that later. I'm actually gonna stop the Twitch stream.